secret wish, every second chance, every time we dance underneath the light of the street lamp.
All right, let's get this stream going. Let's see if I can actually get it switched. There we go. There we go. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, everyone. I see you in chat. Sutton, how you doing today, man? Hope you had a good weekend. Didn't see you yesterday, man. Hope all is well, dude. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a good Halloween. And we're just gonna start rocking and rolling here on this hunt. Let's hope we can actually find the balloon finally. Let's see what weather we got. Earthbound fan, welcome, welcome. How you doing today? How you doing? Okay, so thunderstorm, thunder. Is it just one of those days? Ah, yeah, it's the first of the month. It's all thunderstorms, isn't it? There you were just lurking. Got you. Cool, glad you were there, man. Yeah. All right, let's just see on Drifloon where we can find it in this weather. Because again, like I've said, if we find nothing, so thunderstorms 25% on the lake, and 10% on the South Lake. Okay, cool. Saw the cutie Adele. Good. No, yeah, she was a good sport about it all. At the end of the day, all in all, I would consider her level of participation to be a good sport. For being a cat in a Halloween costume, she was a good sport about it, so yeah. Leaf Green Gamer, welcome to the stream. You're busy shiny hunting Galarian Farfetch. Best of luck with it. Hope you find it quickly. And hopefully we find this. Still no shinies from Dynamax Adventure. Dang. Hopefully you find one soon, man. Hopefully you find one soon. Yeah, the hunt yesterday was a lot of fun. It was different. It was different doing it a little bit earlier in the day for the first time in a while. Just different in general, you know, being a Halloween stream, being in that Ash costume. Those gloves were tiny. Like, nothing against like the quality of a very cheap Halloween costume. Like, there's no justifying being upset with the quality of it. Like, the quality was fine for what it was. But yeah, it was just the like cut and fit of the gloves was very strange and not right, and that may just come down to my hands being like bigger than they were expecting for what is basically a child's costume. Even the adult size is honestly just like a larger child costume at the end of the day. Like, it's not meant for me. It's not meant for someone who's like 6'6" and like proportionately sized hands, right? Like, that wasn't who it was meant for, so I was accepting of the size. Got your first shiny Igglybuff last night. Awesome, Rose Gold. Rose Gold, you've really been making so much progress on that. I am very impressed. The final count, it's the final count of the last 3. Noise. One more Igglybuff, then it's just Snubble, and that's it for Crystal. Noise. Yeah, you've made good progress on that Rose Girl. I am very impressed. I feel like I would not have that kind of luck in Gen 2 shiny hunting. So far, no deaths. 2 Pokemon in, and Legendary Steel type. Nice. There's a Drifloon over here. Can't miss it. Or at least I could miss it. I could very easily miss it. I don't want to, though. But yeah, guys, we're officially in November. Which, you know what that means, guys. We are within Pokemon month. Or at least the release month for the new Pokemon. We are in it. I am hype. I am so excited for BDSP. We're getting there. We're getting there. Soon it'll be 2 weeks, and it'll be crazy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for BDSP, guys. I know I say it a whole bunch. I know I feel like a lot of the community and a lot of streamers have been saying it a whole lot, but genuinely the most excited I've been for a Pokemon game in a long, long time. As far as like, oh, come on, I'm just trying to grab this so I don't keep getting distracted by the sparkle of it. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for BDSP. While they're remakes and while they're very much so just like very similar to the original Sinnoh games. I don't know. It feels like the first thing in a while that has been like actually different from what we're currently playing, and also like something the community is excited about on the whole. So that's what excites me here. At the end of the day, like, the fact that I think the community as a whole is going to be really excited about these games is what I'm excited about, because I'm looking forward to them. I think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be a blast to play. I got my pre-orders in for them. Ideally, I guess, I don't know if anyone else has a pre-orders in. Let me know when like your GameStop like messages you saying, "Hey, we're doing this or that," because I'm pretty sure all the contact information on my GameStop account is incorrect. I think I am able to give an email, and that is it. Or like my phone number theoretically is correct, but I think they've just like emailed stuff, so I haven't ever seen any of the news. So we'll see. Feeling tired out, shiny hunting, like just burned out on it. That happens. I totally get that. I totally get that. The last actual Pokemon Side Legend is a dang Dunsparce. Also, your birthday's 3 days away from tomorrow. So 4 days away. Nice. Nice. That's awesome, Sudden. Yeah, but we really do be getting into the release season for video games all around. I know you've talked a lot about Forza, Call of Duty, Halo comes out sometime. I think like Halo comes out early December, so I guess we got a little bit more than a month to go for that. But at least I think it does. And then we got Pokemon on the 19th. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Yeah, no, I've been looking forward to this since August, really. Because yeah, I feel like I'd kind of talked about it on stream a bunch. I was really concerned for the quality of Legends and BDSP, but they've definitely turned my opinion on them around, and my expectations for the games have gotten, I would say, higher. I don't think they've gotten like insanely high. I think it's gonna be a very enjoyable game. And that's kind of just where my expectations and hopes are at. It's enjoyable, and it really, to me, looks like it will be, as far as just being a classic Pokemon experience, which I think a lot of us have kind of been missing. I know, like, this right here, Sword and Shield, is like a core game. Let's Go's Kanto in a fairly traditional setting, but like, it'll be good to have like everything kind of back, old school Pokemon for a little bit. And I wait for Gen 5 remakes. Oh man. I think we've talked about this. We have no clue how long that would be, right? Like, it feels like if we waited until Gen 10, it'd be too long. At the same time, I feel like it'd be too fast to do them in Gen 9. Remakes are gonna get weird, I think. I think this is the first... I think, like, these Gen 4 remakes are the start of some really wacky remake ideas, and I'm for it, honestly. If we keep getting that classic Pokemon experience, I'm totally for the remakes, you know, being a little bit more out there. Whenever you get tired of shiny hunting, you just watch other people shiny hunt. Is that what recharges you? Hey, whatever works, whatever works. Yeah, but I totally get the burning out. That happens. That happens to a lot of people, you know. Especially with something like shiny hunting, especially if you don't find shinies for a while. Like, I know when my hunts go long, I start to be like, all right, maybe I take a break from this, right? Like, maybe it's time to like take a breather, try something else for a bit, come back to this later, you know. Like, sometimes that kind of is the feel, but like when you're getting shinies constantly, like the excitement's always there. So yeah, I totally get that. Taking a break's always worth it. You know, you don't want to like push yourself through it too much, especially if it's something you enjoy. Usually, if you're not enjoying it, just take a breather, and there'll be a day where you want to do it again, and then you go back into it. That's pretty much what I did with it. I've done that with it a few times at this point. Thanks to the shiny Ditto method, they've managed to get everyone that you've reclaimed so far. Also, we'll spend the weekend at your brother's apartment. Nice! Not too big of a deal if you don't get everything back by then. Cool. Yeah, I guess shiny Ditto does help there, so that's good. I know at first I was thinking it was going to be full odds, right? Like I was thinking it was full odds Rose Girl when you're talking about this like timeline you had for it all. About finding several Gen 2 shinies in like 3 weeks or something. I was like, good luck with that. Like, more power to you. But I wasn't sure. I thought that was a bit crazy, but you know what you're doing. Hey, what's going on, MT? It's mindless. Ash. How's it going, man? How's it going? How you doing today? Yeah, the Ash costume was fun yesterday. A little bit small, especially in those gloves, but we made it work. It was a good Halloween stream, I think. Yeah, now that the Halloween stream is done, it's time to start gearing up for BDSP. We're like in the month. We're in the month that's coming out now. Less than 20 days until BDSP is out. If you count on your fingers and your toes, you can count it on those. I don't know why I didn't say you could just count it on your fingers and toes. Cool costume. I was really happy with it. I'm glad Sudden thought of it. I'm glad Vanillix donated for it. So yeah, that was a good time. Imagine if every Pokemon got a regional variant. That would be a lot of variants. Christmas stream? Probably not like an on Christmas stream. Just given like Halloween's kind of a holiday that it's just kind of like the time surrounding Halloween is the holiday, right? Like the idea of it, like you put decorations up, you know, you can do trick-or-treating or not. There were no trick-or-treaters here. But like you can do that with Halloween, and I feel like Halloween is kind of like this thing where it's like everyone's just kind of going like woo and doing fun things for it all month, and then like on the night of, it's like, all right, you got like a few hours that you dedicate to like Halloween, and then that's it, right? Like either you go to parties or you just do trick-or-treating or whatever, or we stream. Like that's fun, but like Christmas is one of those things where I feel like I'm going to be taking like a week off around Christmas, potentially, just depending on like the situation with if I'm going to like family and stuff. Yeah, Christmas is going to be a very Swiss cheese schedule for streaming. So I don't think we'll have any kind of specialty streams. It'll just be huzzah, Ian was able to stream around Christmas. I mean, we can do some fun stuff, maybe. We'll have to think of some stuff to do. How's it there are new variants for an upcoming game that's a remake? Do we have any, like, have there been actually variants announced for BDSP? If so, we can just wave the same multiple timelines thing at it that we do for Megas and Oras. But I don't think BDSP's had anything. Specifically, it's been like the Hisuian forms that people have been talking about. Pikachu's Thunderbolt Mindless 2020. I did say it once. Week before Christmas stream? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on what time I end up having off from work. Depends on what time I'm doing stuff with family. There'll probably be some streams then for sure. I'm just not sure what they'll be. Super excited for Forza Horizon 5 and COD Vanguard. Yeah. Hope you have fun with them, man. Did you hear the cat meow? If you did, you have very good ears, and I don't. I actually didn't hear the cat meow. Usually I'll hear her screaming, but she was very preoccupied with grooming herself when I was getting stream stuff prepared. She tried to escape today. It was the first time she had just genuinely just been like waiting at the door for me to open it to like bolt out. She tried her best. She tried her best. She wasn't able to pull it off, but like I said, she did try. No shiny from the last adventure. Let's see if you get one on this adventure. Good luck, man. Just sitting in front of Bill twice and going back and forth on the grass for who knows how long would help your mood. That's fair. That is fair. Hey, what's going on, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream. Shiny Ditto methods faster, definitely. Saw the costumes yesterday. Hey, glad you did, yeah. It was a fun stream. It was a fun little stream. Nothing super fancy. Funnily enough, I saw several other people wearing that Ash costume throughout the weekend. It fit them much better than it fit me. Like it came down to like if I was to say it came down to like here, right? Like, like the vest wasn't super well sized for me. But again, I've accepted this. I struggle with finding pretty much any form of clothing that fits me. Socks I make fit because you gotta stretch them more. But like shoes I gotta order, pants I have to order. Shirts I have to ask if it's anything I haven't had before, if it's from like a specialty shop, I have to be like, all right, does your XL get longer or just wider, right? Like that's the kind of stuff I gotta ask. Or if I can find like a large tall, I do that. I barely fit into hats. Most of my hats I wear like one or two because I stretch them. Because even like snapbacks, I have them like as far out as they'll go and they don't quite fit. You know, Dark Litton, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Pull off Ash very well. Thank you. After shiny hunting every Pokemon game for multiple years, what do you do with the new Pokemon games? Competitive, no shiny hunting. Ash lookalike contest. The one big dude with a short tight shirt showing off belly. See, like that's at least nice for like the Ash costume is a vest, so you can like. You're expected to wear a shirt underneath. That black shirt was my shirt, and that fit okay. It was just the vest itself did not. Here, once we encounter a Drifloon, I actually have the vest still in this room. I think I can try showing it off, like how it doesn't quite fit. It's all knowledge is why I've had a big head. I've just always had a big head, though. Alright, let's encounter this Drifloon. I'm going to grab the Ash Vest. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it on. To show off. Yeah, like, like just where it comes on this shirt, right? Like it's not awful, but like in comparison to like how long a shirt I wear is, like it's a little bit short, but you know, it was fine for sitting in a chair and doing a Halloween stream. So pulling out the vest, yee. Like a bobblehead. I don't know if I appreciate that. Is that a comment or a diss? What's that supposed to be? But no, yeah, the vest part of my new drip, right? It's like, yeah, just undersized Pokemon vest. My new aesthetic right there. A comment joke, not dissed. No, you good. I was joking, man. I was joking around. Yeah, you're all good, Empty. You're all good, man. But yeah, so like the vest was that size, and like the glove, like was like completely on these four fingers, but it wasn't long enough to like, or like there wasn't enough room in the glove, or like the glove wouldn't stretch enough to like properly go on my thumb. So like, you know, open like a hand this wide, like my thumb could only go like that. Which like on one hand, nah, but like in one way, it's like, all right, that's just because my hand's too big. It's also probably just because the glove wasn't really cut the best, because it's a glove for a Halloween costume, for like a relatively cheap Ash Halloween costume. Super excited for Friday, Marvel Eternals with friends, Pizza Long COD Vanguard. Nice. Sounds like a good night, man. Man, I wish we had, I'm trying to say words. I wish I had words now, but I wish we had a higher encounter rate on Drifloon somewhere in the world right now, but right now it's the 10% in the South Lake where I am, and then 25% in the North Lake once we go back around past Lapras. Oh well. If we don't find it today, then hopefully tomorrow we have a good spawn then. I would like to find Drifloon this week. If not finding it like right now, if we just found it later on this week, I just want to find it by the end of stream Thursday. If we find it by then, I'll be happy, because that'll mean we can kind of start like wrapping up some hunts as we get closer to the release of BDSP. Because right now we've got Drifloon that hasn't been found. We've got Dratini that hasn't been found. On top of that, we also have what? What else do we have? We've got... As far as other things that haven't been found yet. Drifloon, Dratini. We've got like Terrakion, but that's really just a continuing thing. We've got Grookey we haven't found. So we got that. We do have Nickit as well. Nickit is one that we started a while ago and have not found. We also could go back to Tapu Koko. There's a lot of things I haven't done. So I've got a good set like in front of me. I've got a good pile to draw from in the circumstances that we do find a shiny soon. I'm not gonna lie, I told all your friends to be at your house at a certain time because I excited noise. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. That sounds like it'll be a good time, man. Also, thank you to everyone who's left a like on the stream. I really appreciate it. Means a lot, helps out a lot. If you haven't left a like, I would definitely appreciate it if you did. Well, this is a good loop for Drifloons. We found a good number of Drifloons in this loop through the North Lake. Is there anything you hate about YouTube? Like from a creator standpoint, I guess. I don't know. I feel like most content creators are fairly wishy-washy with like the platform as a whole, all the time. No matter what the platform is and what their relationship is with individual people. Excuse me, I think everyone kind of like groans a little bit at points with the platform. Yeah, I really think, I don't think there's anything specific that I'm like, oh, you know, like absolutely despise about it. If there was, I probably wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd probably go somewhere else. Like the biggest thing was just is sometimes their automated flagging can be really weird. Both in the direction of not believing when I report spam comments and also just like deciding that something I've done hit some kind of flag occasionally, but on the whole it's kind of like, I don't know, I've just always known YouTube a little bit better than Twitch when it comes to everything, so that's why I'm here. But yeah, so there's nothing that I would say like hate. I think the platform has changed, and I definitely have memories of old school YouTube back in like the 2000s and not the 2010s. I have a little bit of memories of it then, as well as, you know, that I actually do just remember most of the early 2010s. Like the original days of the partner program and stuff. I wasn't doing YouTube then, but watching YouTube and seeing like the kind of content and how it changed. But I think that's mostly just changed because it's gotten so much cheaper to make, to make good content. Like to produce high, like production value content. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, production value or not, the people who make the best, like, and most enjoyable content, like, rise up. But nowadays, it's way easier for someone to hop into the space with proper lighting and proper miking and proper cameras and all this stuff. Like, it's just, there's so much more of that. And that, on one hand, that's amazing for creators, right? Like, you don't have to spend like, you can spend like a couple $100s, which might sound like a lot nowadays, to have like really high production quality stuff where you would have been spending tens of thousands of dollars like 10 years ago on that kind of equipment. So, from that perspective, it's great. But as a viewer, sometimes it's like, ah, man, I kind of miss the days where it was like super rough and like felt like the Wild West, when everything's a little bit more sanitized. It's starting to become a better streaming platform. I am very glad for that. I know you mentioned it. I think Shining Umbreon mentioned it in chat the other day as well. The gift subs, the gift sub equivalent. There's a few things I think would be really, really nice for YouTube to do. The gift memberships has been honestly the biggest thing the whole time. Been like, if they can do gift memberships, they have a lot stronger of a pull for a lot of the creators who are on Twitch to come to YouTube. Yeah, they've got a lot, like, because I know there's a lot of the creators that I do end up watching on Twitch get like a ridiculous amount of gift subs in streams. So like, if you don't have that, like, their numbers aren't going to be the same. And like, you know, in general, gift subs, having them doesn't hurt anyone, right? Like, having them as an option doesn't hurt anyone. I think it only benefits creators at that point, and benefits various viewers. So it's like, yeah, you know, let it rip, do it, you know, put more of that out there. So you have like that kind of stuff. It's like, that's great. I like the idea. I don't know if it was mentioned by one of you guys or one of my other buddies. YouTube needs to make it so that if you can use your member emotes on other streams, like other parts of the platform. You know, like, I think that would be a really strong point for them, would be if, like, hey, you can use these emotes, like that would give more value to the membership and make people want to more likely to get the membership, as well as it would make chat way more interesting, seeing all the emotes and seeing a lot more platform-wide emotes and stuff like that. Still no shiny, dang. Both your Eevee had enough happiness and are officially able to reclaim Espeon and Umbreon. Nice! Yeah. Really what YouTube needs to do at this point is the gift membership thing. It would be nice if there was a little bit more of just a live streaming section. As far as I can tell, there really isn't one. It's not differentiated out from any other content. Previously, it was in YouTube Gaming, and now it's not, because that's not a thing anymore. Not like its own separate entity, but like having like a live tab isn't a bad idea. And then, you know, separate it off into categories as Twitch does, right? Like, do it that kind of way. So, like, they can do that kind of thing. There's all this stuff they could do like that. It's like, if they did that kind of stuff, that's great. But as far as like in the stream, the gift memberships and just improve chat, add replies to comments, add loyalty points directly into the channel, so you don't have to do it through a separate service like Streamlabs, all that kind of stuff, right? Like, there's so many things you could do that would improve stuff. That's really just pulling from Twitch. It doesn't have to be innovative. It just has to pull it from Twitch. If you can pull it from Twitch without any kind of lawsuits, do it. Is basically what I would say to YouTube. Twitch is starting to make bad decisions. You say starting like they haven't. YouTube and Twitch both continuously make bad choices, but they made the one good choice years ago to become the first and biggest platform of their type, and that is what they've been doing ever since. You know, I don't think either platform has like a great track record for decision making. That's just the honest truth of it. But yeah, Twitch is still just very much more geared towards live streaming. Imagine a Drifloon Pog emote. It'd be really nice if I could add like more emotes without having to like have more members for that. Like, I get that it's kind of an incentive to be like, hey, get more members, but it's like, I can only promote that so hard, right? Like, basically the promotion I can give is, hey guys, if you want to use member emotes, become a member. It's the join button down below. I'd appreciate it if you did. It helps out the channel financially. And the more members we have, the more emotes we unlock for the channel. I don't actually know where we stand as far as how many more members to the next emote. I believe it's like 6 or something like that. at the moment. But yeah, so that is a thing. If you guys do want to become a member, that is always an option, and I would appreciate it. It's not required, but link down below. Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Vanillix just posted the member emotes. It has been making bad decisions. Yeah, but like, and in that regard, still Vanillix, I would say YouTube is as well. Like, neither have done super well. Obviously, they're still doing well enough that they're afloat and people use them. It would take a lot for that to change. Both are they're really just kind of following each other's footsteps in a lot of ways. YouTube, especially when it comes to live streaming, YouTube is very much so just. Excuse me. Wow, that was an ugly yawn. But yeah, YouTube's catching up to Twitch slowly in terms of features for chat and like kind of just the attempt to draw them in. You know, so like YouTube has a little bit more ways to go than Twitch does, just because Twitch had a head start on that. But you know, both platforms are locking creators exclusivity deals and all this stuff. It's crazy what's happening with that now. Yeah, the platform is the whole like ecosystem and the platforms have changed drastically since I started. Since I started streaming, and very much so before I started streaming, when I was just watching, stuff has changed a lot in that time. Like 2015 through now, like it is very much changed. Just want a shiny. I feel you, man. I feel you. I just want this shiny balloon. Yet here we are. Shiny balloonless. But yeah, it is good to see that YouTube and Twitch both are like invested in getting creators and keeping them and drawing more to into their platforms. So I think really this is a good example of competition breeds innovation and breeds creativity, and is always best for like the users of a platform or the users of a product or a service to have multiple to choose from, right? Like, it just drives the platforms to actually get better, you know? Otherwise, like, if YouTube never entered the live stream space, Twitch would stagnate, right? Like, and YouTube would not be pushing nearly as hard as it is if it wasn't for Twitch. You know, if they just had to have some form of live streaming and that was it, like, that's all they'd do. Pokemon Master, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? This one is shiny from a Dynamax adventure. You'll get one, man. You'll get one. This one your shiny seahorse, but you're getting burnt out. If you need to take a break, I definitely recommend taking a break, Earthbound fan. But I get it. I get it. I was definitely one of those, I will take a break once I find this Pokemon kind of people. Like, I'd be like, alright, I'm going to at least finish this hunt, and then I'll take my break. YouTube is pushing good things up? I didn't say they're not. I said that they wouldn't be pushing this hard if it wasn't for Twitch. I don't think anywhere in there I said they were pushing bad stuff. I don't think they would be pushing bad stuff. I feel like pushing in that like connotation like kind of implies good stuff. Because they genuinely are, right? Like, I appreciate that they've actually kind of updated the way that they handle the membership renewals, where they show up in chat the same way that they do on Twitch, right? You know, if you resub on Twitch, it shows up, and it shows up as a slightly modified message, but as a huzzah, someone, you know, became a member again, like they resub for however many months. That kind of thing is really nice. The idea of someone being able to pay for like multiple subs in advance, or multiple months of subs in advance, is nice. It'd be cool if YouTube got that, but just like, even those small little details, sorry for that like hiccup. Those small little details of just like, you know, Vanillix, if your membership renews now, instead of like you just showing up as newest member through the like Streamlabs stuff again, like you actually don't show up there because it's handled properly and gracefully and shown in chat as, you know, Vanillix's membership renewed, has been a member for X number of months, and it like celebrates like the loyalty membership stuff, right? Like that kind of thing is nice. It's good for them to have. That's something that Twitch has done for a while, so it's nice to see that. Finally got an oversized Mewtwo Funko Pop. Nice! I didn't know they made so many of the Pokemon as Funko Pops. I knew they made some starters. I didn't realize they made like Rattata. And I forget what other one I saw. But like I know that I saw Rattata and I think a Meowth. And I was like, oh, I didn't expect those. One thing you hate about Let's Go is how you take out the game, the catch combo just goes away. I mean, it is an inconvenience, but I would say it's that's how it usually was. When it came to chaining, usually your chains, Sword and Shield is the first time that like your stat improvement, your stat boost, or your odds boost like sticks forever. Most games do have a chain or a combo of some sort, and those kind of imply like that if the game cartridge comes out, it goes away. Like if you do anything, it goes away, because that's what it was with like Poke Radar and stuff as well. Mindless membership card, loyalty, like a loyalty point system. Oh, I didn't mean to run into that. No. Yeah, it's like most shiny hunting methods actually were pretty dependent on you keeping the cartridge running and at most sleeping the system. Like SOS is that way. Granted, it's by like it's because of the fact like you're in a battle while it's happening, right? I think I got something on my shirt. I got something on the shirt, and I'm not sure what it is. Dang, I'll have to deal with that later. That's unfortunate. Have you been enjoying streaming again? It's been good. It's been good to be back at it the past few months. I guess at this point, almost really a year, right? Like, I really got back into it in January, and here we are in November. Like, been going strong for like 10 months so far. That's awesome. It's been good to be back. It's been really good to be back. I think basically you like taking like the year to like 2 years kind of off that I did was good. Just from like a mental health perspective, as far as just like. Now, when I come back, it's like a fun thing. Catch up scene? I don't know. Like, it's weird. Because it's just like a little brown spot. And it's too tiny to be food. It's not like I had any brown food today. Like, I don't know. But yeah, streaming's been good. It's been good hanging out with. It's been good hanging out with a lot of old faces and with a lot of new faces as well. You know, all around has been a really good time. And we're coming up on the new stuff. We're coming up on all the new stuff. Happy back, I was enjoying your streams. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. I definitely needed the break when I took it. Yeah, you can probably a lot of streamers would probably talk about it. Sometimes it's just like once you like really start streaming a lot, like various things start to weigh on your mind a lot more than they like really should. Especially when it's just like a hobby kind of thing, but it's kind of inevitable. It's just what happens. But But yeah, like there's just a lot of stuff that ends up kind of weighing in your mind. Be it numbers that you should never pay attention to, but like your brain just won't let you not. You know, that kind of stuff. Scheduling of streams and other like just like streaming work and life balance and all this stuff mixing together can be kind of funky, and it's just, you know, you just gotta take that time, right? Miss my theme songs. What are my theme songs? Best gen music? I am biased towards Hoenn. Must be Entei Noise. Hopefully you find a shiny out of it, Sudden. Still no shiny? Dang, dude. Hopefully you find one soon. Needs to be a fun hobby, but you understand the fame and popularity. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like so many analytics numbers are there to look at. You just get obsessed with them, right? And like, I know for me at least, like looking at those numbers, it's like, one, I want the streams to continuously do better, and also like I like doing this like to like hang out with people and like build the community and stuff. So like, to me, there's a little bit just like, all right, if the numbers aren't getting higher, or at least not staying the same and going down, it's like something's going wrong, and it's like sometimes you just feel helpless about fixing it, and it can get really frustrating and stressful. That's just kind of what happens. Oh, this song is an absolute bop, absolutely. Gen 5 music's also a bop. I haven't listened to a lot of Gen 5 music. So weaving through this lake, hoping that we find some balloons. There's a balloon. Kids Bop. It's family friendly. It counts. What Pokemon do you think needs an evolution? I don't know. Most of the ones I would have told you a while ago are the ones that were obvious enough that they've gotten one now. Off the top of my mind, I can't think of anything that stands out to me as needing an evolution. Not sure if you hear, but make your theme songs for your stream. Oh, those intro songs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ones I used to like have looping as like my intros. Dunsparce. Okay, true, Dunsparce, but at the same time, I don't know. I think Dunsparce should have become something like, they should have added Drampa as Dunsparce Evolution. Bidoof is going to be on your Shining Pearl team. Good plan, good plan. You don't want to upset Bidoof. That just ends horribly for anyone who does so. Oh, I didn't mean to run into you, Goldeen. Already murdered your family and sold you hostage. Help. Well, I mean, now we'll be on your team and you'll be all good, right? I'm powerless to stop him, so good luck. Bidoof forced you to put him on the team. Well, he shouldn't admit that. Now he's not going to let you go. Oh man, I'm super sleepy today. This might be a shorter stream, just as a heads up. This might be a we stream until we find shiny Drifloon, or we stream for like 2 hours. I think that'll be my plan right now. Is we're gonna go 2 hours instead of 3, just because I'm feeling very, very sleepy. I was kind of expecting it to be a thing. I didn't realize it would hit me this hard right at stream time, but here we are. Excuse me. Whew. Weird hiccups and stuff. But yeah, and I also don't really have anything set up to immediately switch into after Drifloon. I want to get all my stream assets sorted back out and put back together for everything else. So yeah, we're basically, if we find Drifloon, we're gonna go woohoo, we found Drifloon, and that'll kind of be where we wrap it for now. This is a heads up. Tired today too. Yeah. Remember when you tried singing on stream, you said you were going to use it for your intro stream? Oh no. I don't remember this. Throw water on this man's face? No, water goes in face, in mouth. Ooh, brilliant Drifloon. Ah, did we hit the Sea King or the Drifloon? Oh, we hit the Drifloon, okay. Man, all the like kind of like news of the Brilliance being confirmed to be like what are affected by the KO odds boost make me like way more excited and way more. I expect it way more than I should out of the. I expect the shiny way more out of the Brilliance than I really should. Like that's all it's done, right? Is like. It's just made it where, like, I know that my, like, ooh, this could be it, is valid. I see what you forgot, but yeah, it was funny, and you said it would be 100. How long ago was this? Was this, like, way back in, like, 2018 or something? When was this? 2018, 2019. I see. Yeah, that was a while ago now. Never forget the funny moments. Really, that's how it should be, right? Like, those are the moments to really remember and look back on. You and Bidoof vibing. There you go. Currently fighting Tapu Fini. Best of luck. Hello, balloon. Please be purple. Why'd I say please be purple? It listened. Please be yellow, not purple. Hey, Samuel, how's it going? How's Halloween? It was good. It was good. Thanks for asking. We had our costume stream. I dressed up as Ash. My cat was dressed up as Pikachu. It went pretty well. The cat was a good sport about it for as long as I could possibly expect her to be. We managed to keep the costume on her for like 15 minutes without her like squirming too much. Bring out the glow sticks and dance. If only I had some glow sticks. Remember when Alola was coming out and everyone suspected Tiki Pokemon? I can see why people would think that. I think I found out what the stain on my shirt was. My mic stand is rusting. And I think a flake of that fell on my shirt, and then like I touched it, and it stained. So I shouldn't have touched it. So it's on me. But yeah, no, it's just a little like brown little stain on there. I have to like use like a stain stick on it and run it through the wash. No shiny yet. Hopefully you find one soon, man. Oh, is this one going to be yellow for us? Nope. Darn those stains, right? Especially on a white shirt. Like, come on. That's so rude. Like, at least do it on like a dark gray shirt or something that you won't notice it. But like, just like white, you know? Ready to give up. How many raids have you done at this point, Sudden? $78. Dang. That's a lot to have no shinies at all. That's crazy, man. Ordered a salad and they forgot your fork. What? How could they forget the fork? They ran out of yellow balloons. No! But I wanted one so bad. I've been working so hard for it. Yeah, I'm actually like super tired today. I don't know why, but I'm just like genuinely super tired. I got a lot of sleep last night. Like it shouldn't be anything like along those lines, but man, I am sleepy. So I might just make this like an hour and a half long stream. I keep cutting the time down, I know, but I'm just very sleepy. Itchy nose compilation. I've been trying to figure out how to prevent the itchy nose. It's been semi-successful, I would say. I would say my nose has not been as itchy recently as it usually is, but it's still a little itchy. I never go to town for Halloween and realized that yesterday. Why is that? Why do you say that, Vanillix? Tired and mad about the adventures. Hey man, it might just be time to take a little bit of a break from them. Only found a few places that trick-or-treating are even decorated. Yeah, I mean, there was no one at my place, but I also wasn't surprised. Usually people from this area will just, like, drive somewhere else. Like, not very far, like a mile or two, but, like, the roads and stuff around me, like, aren't well lit. You know, like, it's super hilly. So it's just, like, you know, you just, like, drive to another neighborhood that's, like, got streetlights everywhere and can pretty much just, like, block off the roads. You know, make it safe for everyone and be fairly flat. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was a common thing to see like people talking to today. Like, I have so much candy. Literally, no one went trick or treating. What the heck? Why do I have all this candy? Like, I feel like this is the first year I saw that. Like, as a thing. Like, I don't know if maybe just a bunch of people moved to areas that don't and were just very surprised. Or if it was just, because it seemed like it was like a sentiment that was shared fairly heavily. But then the people who did get kids, like, got so many, like hundreds. It's like, maybe like everyone's just concentrating in like one spot or something. I don't know. No fall festival, there's like nothing. And yeah, I think most people probably went somewhere else. I've never heard of a fall festival. Pokemon Origins was the best. You want a sparkling boy? I feel that, Sudden. I feel that. I've like I was saying earlier, I've definitely had those hunts where I'm just like, man, I want to get this, and then just, you know, I might be dead. I might be completely dead, but I'm like, I'm gonna get this, and you go for it, and it's super exciting when you get it, and it like rejuvenates everything. But again, I also totally understand that I'm dead. I'm so done with this side. I didn't see anyone. Went to a bigger town and there was like a good amount of people. Yeah, I didn't get anyone. One, because of that, I don't think there are a lot of kids that live here anyway, so it's like legit, you could probably get away in this neighborhood of like being like, oh, trick-or-treaters, buy like 10 pieces of candy, right? Like there just aren't a lot of kids here. And if there are kids, there's like very late middle school, if not like well into high school. And I don't actually think there are any of those anymore. Like there might be like one high schooler, and like the rest of the people here that I know are either are just like, yeah, most of them are just like way older or something, or they just don't have kids. Juan, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Not too many kids in this town, mostly middle-aged people. What's going on, Jake? Welcome to the stream. Lapras encounter? No. No, never doing a Lapras encounter. How's it going, Jake? Welcome to the stream. Hope your Monday's been going well so far. Yeah, see, we never encountered Lapras. It just never happened. Done with the adventure bowl crap. Yeah, take a break for sure, man. Either do another shiny hunt of some kind or play a different game and excuse me, come back to it at a later time. Any of you doing No Shave November thing? Not especially after Inktober. you've done your month challenge thing. You're allowed to take off. If I wasn't on camera, I would consider it. The problem is I don't have enough like facial hair to like actually grow in any reasonable, meaningful way. There's never a state with any of the like hair on my face that like looks like I have attempted to style it that way. It just goes from hasn't shaved in a little bit to really needs to shave now kind of thing. Like that's all it really is for me. Plus I have a wedding to go to this week and I haven't shaved, so I'm gonna need to shave for that probably, so that might put a damper on things, right? Something would be appreciated if in like wedding photos you just see me like scraggling as it was No Shave November though. Does every month have something for every day of that month? At this point, probably. I don't know how long Inktober's been a thing, but like obviously like November's had No Shave November for a while. Looks so much funnier when you shave. Most people do. Alright, there we go. Normally shave, but your beard doesn't full bush out. It's just not enough to go full out on it. Yeah, I mean, basically that's kind of my case. Like, it's like if I don't shave, like if I shave and keep it like this, it just looks like I like don't shave very often, but I like keep it at least somewhat maintained, right? Whereas like if I try to let it grow out, it's super patchy, but it's too patchy to ever like cover the patches, right? Like basically it grows like right on my jaw and then it doesn't go up my cheeks at all. So like it grows in the one like way where all the patchiness is above any of the hair that can cover the patchiness. Fighting Reshiram, best of luck, man. But yeah, that's just I'm not able to really grow all that much, so I just don't really try. I don't like the scrubby look. I mean, I'm okay with like a little bit of facial hair just because, you know, leaving it like this or something kind of keeps like the 5 o'clock chat, or not the 5 o'clock, it keeps like the baby face kind of look away. But I just don't have the facial hair to grow it out. It doesn't work. I have this massive bald patch right here that like this hair doesn't cover and this hair doesn't cover. I've tried a bunch of different things to like make it look okay. It never does. Grow your head hair and comb it down to sideburns for the beard. Perfect. I'll just leave my sideburns growing while I still continue to get like a super short, like a super tight cut on the sides and the rest of my hair. The vibe is on point tonight. It's a good vibe, I just wish I wasn't so sleepy. 5 o'clock LMAO. Dude, I'm tired. I am at a loss for words in so many ways. Went to school for the first time in 3 weeks. I miss having COVID. No! You shouldn't want to have that. I wish we got our shinies. Me too. This point of sleep talking. Honestly, it's close, MC. It's close. Like I said, I give the stream about 20 more minutes unless we find Drifloon, and then we're just gonna kind of wrap it there. Just because, like I said, I'm very sleepy right now. I imagine it might be like this today and tomorrow, and then hopefully by Wednesday or by Thursday it's better. This was a very very dense weekend in terms of things on my schedule, so yeah. I definitely think my body's just like, you need to recover. You need to do a little bit more of R&R. Sleepy Ian, yep. This is the problem with streaming later at night. Excuse me. Not that it's super late or anything, but still. People say you're 27 when your facial hair grown, but shave you're apparently 13. It does a lot, right? Started hunting horsey again. Hopefully you find it. Gets shinies and says he'll have a sleepy reaction. He'll just have a sleepy reaction. It's like, hey. Talking about my car gave me good luck last time? What was I saying about my car last time? Oh, cat. Okay. I was like, I mean, I can talk about my car. It's not like there's anything to talk about. All I've done recently is clean it. At least one of them. One of them hasn't been cleaned in like a month. It needs to be cleaned because it's the one that sits outside or like completely uncovered. Talking about the cat though, yeah, she's doing good today. Like I mentioned earlier, she tried to escape today. Tried to slip past me as I was coming in from like just checking out some stuff. Like I think I went out to grab the mail and like I came back in and there's this little like cat head that immediately poked out the door and tried hopping down, and she was thwarted by me just like booping her nose and she scrunched back up inside. But then I was like, hold on, what you doing? What are you doing? And she so I like opened the door and like again stood to catch her if she did try to hop out, and sure enough she tried like bolting. I was like, all right, what are you doing? What are you looking for? So I put on her harness, which she wasn't a fan of despite wanting to go outside, and took her outside. I let her go outside with that on, and she walked around for a little bit. I see your cat knows scratch and you got the shiny. That is what happened, yeah. She knows it but never uses it. She's been very good about not scratching me for anything, which has been really nice. No, she's really good about that. The biggest scratches I've gotten from her were actually like when I just moved my hand past her claws while she was like cleaning them or something, and I just caught them wrong. You know, like that's on me more than her. That's my incompetence, not the cat's problem. So like that's, like I said, that's on me. Picture Ian with like 20 cats for some reason. No, just the one for me now. Just the one for me. It is nice having the cat, though. It is really nice having the cat. It was especially nice, like, for the few months I had the cat and was in the apartment, where it was like, at least I'm not all like just alone, locked in this box, right? Like, because that was the thing. I was just kind of stuck in that apartment. I could have gotten the cat like a year earlier, but alas, I did not. Because I genuinely thought about it. I think like at the start of the pandemic, I was like, I could get like a puppy or a kitten or something. Like, yeah, I could do that. But now I'll be going back to work soon, so it won't matter. And then the lockdown kept dragging on, and it's like, at this point, is it too late to do it, you know? Think she'll ever get lonely? She has me. I don't know. She didn't seem to be too friendly body language wise when it came to her seeing the cats that occasionally pop up on our back porch. I don't know if they're strays or like feral or what their deal is, but there's some cats that'll occasionally wander around on my back porch. Yeah, I don't know if they're like just like outside cats for some of the neighbors or what the deal is with them, but occasionally I'll look out on the back porch and there'll just be a cat standing there and looking at me. And if the back door is open and it's just like the screen door, the storm door closed, and Adele can look out, she'll just like, her tail just like poofs out, which, you know, is the sign from cats of like, yo, I don't like this. I'm trying to be intimidating, you know, get as big as possible kind of thing. Like, she'll do that and stare at him. Once went to get Hitman's Bodyguard 1 and 2 in the cashier. The lady said you were too young to buy the movie and needed to buy it, and you said you were 21 and she didn't believe you. I've never had any issues like that. Generally it's been the other way around, if anything. Just because my height helps in that regard, I guess. Like, you don't usually see, like, even like now when I'm 24 and like, yes, like, I'm 24, and like, what am I trying to say? I'm 24. I'm not growing anymore. I've already been like my height that I am since I was like 17. So like, there's never really been a point, but like, people still see me as older than like I necessarily am just because I'm so tall, and it's like that doesn't signify anything at this point. If anything, it like starts going the other way. But actually, that was a conversation that happened on, I think, Wednesday, actually, where it was like someone was like asking me and someone else like, oh, who's older here? And it's like, I was like, you guess, figure it out. And he guessed I was older by a lot. And it was the other way around by like 8 years. So yeah, I don't know. People have always kind of done that, so it's always just been a thing. Also, it is crab rave time, guys. I want to see the crab emotes in chat. Same thing, he'll yowl and get defensive. Yeah, she's never done that. She's never like made noise at the other cats. Oh gosh. I wish I could just tell YouTube, hey, if the spam is this singular emote, allow it. Right now I literally just have my cursor sitting over the place where it puts the, hey, this message is spam, do you want to show it button? Well, there we go, we got the crabs going in chat. We got a crab rave happening, guys. Crab rave hype. That is awesome, guys. I love it. I love the crab rave. Never yelled. When she gets older. She's already 3. Spam message posted here. Nah, she's a very loud and vocal cat. Just to me. I mean, you've heard her meow, like, and scream. She screams bloody murder. Hey, how's it going, Happy? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? But yeah, she screams bloody murder all day long. Basically, anytime I come home, she's like, hey, remember the time that you came home and fed me? Yells and walks towards Bowl and looks at me. The quiet cat in that regard. I mean, it's not like she's really had a lot to she hasn't had a lot of other cats to attempt to communicate with. She is very vocal. I mean, she like meows and makes little chirps and stuff, just even like hopping up into a chair. Yeah, she's not quiet. I would like overall. It's not like she did anything with other cats because there haven't been other cats. Bloody murder cat. I mean, yeah, you guys have heard her on stream. When people do like legitimately hear Adele on stream and go like, "Oh, I heard Adele meow," she's down the hallway screaming. Like it's not like the door's open and she's in the room and kind of meowing to be like, "Hello, look at me, look at me." No. The door in here is shut. She is down at the other side of the house screaming for food. Like that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing when that happens. Crab Riff 10-hour remix. Chat is nothing but crab emotes the entire stream. I dig it. I can get behind that. But yeah, she's very loud when she wants food or when she wants like attention. But she's never hissed. She's never made any angry noises. She's made like little startled, like, you know, you pet her while she's asleep and she like goes kind of noise, like, whoa. Like that. She'll do that, or she'll, you know, meow, or like make like a grunt basically when hopping into a chair, or she purrs very loudly. But I've never heard like traditional angry cat noises from her. That's never been a thing. Definitely a screamer. Absolutely, absolutely. I get home later at night from work, so Oreo streams that you even though you give them a lot of food because you know you're working late. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, John? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yeah, she very much is like, hey, feed me, feed me, feed me, even after I fed her already. Like, all of her meals for the day. And username, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? You missed Crab Rave, no! I went to Halloween Horror Nights and honestly didn't get scared, just crack jokes on them whenever they popped out. The ultimate Chad move right there, MT. Just practice stand up on the employees at a haunted house. Makes you jump every time you walk in the front door because of how loud he gets. So sad right now because you missed the Crab Rave, darn. It was a good one this time too. Chat was like very full of them. Yeah, there's been a couple times that Adele's kind of like startled me. Just because generally she is so quiet. She'll just be somewhere and I'm like, what are you doing? Or she'll just get into something and make a loud noise on accident. Adele's a screamer from World War Z. Crab Rave Encore, please. Maybe. Maybe. As soon as she comes, almost time for karate. Oh no! Hopefully karate's fun today. There's ourselves a balloon. Maybe it's a yellow one? Nope. But yeah, no, Adele, like, honestly is just very, very loud. She's always very, very personable. She loves to be the center of attention. Yeah, she has no aloofness to her. The only times that she really, like, goes away is... The only times that she's ever, like, not, like, wanting to just, like, rub up against me is, like, if she has to take some medicine, and so I have to, like, pin her down and, like, either stick, like, a dropper in her mouth, or eardrops, or, like, pills that she doesn't like the taste of. Whatever it is, a lot of times she'll have that kind of thing, but she hasn't... We've just had, like, a pill I drop in her food every day, and sometimes she eats, sometimes she doesn't, and if she doesn't, it's like, that's the pill for tomorrow now, kind of thing. Unless she goes way too long, but usually it ends up eating, or, like, basically, it just becomes powder. It dissolves over the top of the rest of her food, and she can't avoid it, basically. But yeah, that's usually the case. But if I have to, like, force feed her medicine of some kind, that is when she dislikes me. That is when she'll walk away, like, all like, no. And, like, just go and, like, look in the opposite direction and stuff, and won't look at me. It's like, you know, gives me the silent treatment, basically. And it lasts for all of 5 minutes before I go, like, before I like go, hey, come over here, and like rub my fingers together, like scratch the carpet, and she like turns around and goes, what? And then comes back over and rubs my leg and gets pets. Yeah, she's generally super personable, so it's never been a thing that's like ever really been like a problem of, oh no, the cat dislikes me or something, right? Her Adele singing when meowing loudly, exactly. She's just living up to her name. Completely different cat when he's outside though. He's very active and runs very fast. That's why he lost weight. And inside he's a lazy sweet boy. Yeah, I'm still hoping Adele gets a little bit more used to her harness and ends up wanting to do more like the actual walking when going outside. Right now it's still just taking in smells and going and checking out a new bush and like sitting and smelling that for a while and then going sitting in a new corner on the porch and stuff like that. But I think she's overall been happy about it and enjoying it. She's gotten way more used to the harness, which is great. She'll actually walk around with it on. She won't necessarily fall over every time. So tired you might pass out now. That cat sounds like you. Gaslighting at its finest. Gaslighting how? I don't know what in stream could have been perceived as gaslighting. Yeah, I'm confused on this one. To be completely real. Gaslight our pet. I'm also still very confused here. I don't know if you know what the meaning of gaslighting is. Got the last Iggly buff. Nice, Rose Girl. Get Snubble set up and get some grinding done for Ketsis. Nice. Game Legend, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I gotta say, so after working before stream, I had to make a run to the the home improvement store to grab some deer repellent because I planted flowers last week, and after planting them, like I'd ask my mom, like, hey, what do you think would like you've lived in this area and planted stuff, what would be like good to plant now, right? And so I was like, and she's like, I'll plant like pansies or something. So I was like, okay, so I bought like a 12 pack of basically like pansy sprouts and stuck them around in a little in some little flower beds in front of the house. I was like, heck yeah, gardening, landscaping, and put them there. My mom texted me later that day like, oh yeah, I forgot, you should probably put up like a deer guard on them or something. Like basically they make like netting that just goes over the top, or like wires you can put over it to keep the deer from like eating all the flowers, because basically the holes are just too small for the deer's like mouth to actually bite at the plants. I looked it up, couldn't really find any. I was like, whatever. And like they were doing okay. They weren't getting eaten. Sunday morning, I woke up to go do yard work, and all I had were like green leaves and stems sticking out of the ground, and no flowers. Like, darn. So I had deer. So I went out today and bought some deer repellent. And, oh my god, that stuff smells strong. Like, it's not a good smell. I wouldn't say it. Like, it's not like horrific. It's not like gag inducing or something, but it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't like a fun smell. And it was fine, like as I was spraying, I was like, oh, I can faintly smell. I'm like, okay. I tried closing the nozzle on the bottle, and as I did that, it like squirted a little bit more out, and it just got all over my hand, and my hand smells so bad. I had to wash my hands so long to get that off. Man. There's a deer. It's probably a Xerneas. Deer keeping themselves around here. Well, I mean, it's not like they're coming out and saying hello in the middle of the day or something, but like, when it's dark and you live in the woods, like, they're gonna walk around in your yard and they're gonna see like a snack in the flower bed and bite at it. So, yeah, I found this like spray, which I'm assuming from what I can gather based off what it smelled like and kind of the general ingredients, is it's a couple spices they don't like, and then it's blood. It's like blood. I'm assuming it's like basically like people who either from like butchers with cows or from like hunters who have like deer that they have hunted, and it might just be deer blood in a bottle that you spray on stuff, because like it's not harmful to plants or animals, so it's not like a chemical that's toxic or anything. But I genuinely think that it basically is just a signal of, one of you has died here, don't eat these plants, is like the only thing I can gather that's the logic. Yo, we're getting raided. Welcome to the stream, Raiders Broski. You'll never know, Bigfootless and J-Flash raid. J-Flash, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream as I rant about deer eating my flowers. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Welcome, Raiders. Hope you guys had a good stream. J-Flash, what were you doing today on the stream? Shiny Buzzwole, welcome. Yeah, Raiders, welcome to the stream. My name is Mindless Enigma. I'm a shiny hunter here on YouTube, and I've been doing a lot of hunts in Sword and Shield lately. Some super lucky, some not so lucky. Broski, what's going on? Welcome. But yeah, good to have you here. Yeah, J-Flash, thank you for the raid. What were you streaming today? Shiny hunting right now? Yeah, we're hunting for Drifloon right now. I was trying to get this during October, kind of just like a themed Halloween hunt. Unfortunately, we did not get it, and we're now like 500 encounters over odds, so we're trying to find it. Good. 2400 shiny Sableye and nothing. Dang. Best of luck, man. You subscribe, Bigfootless. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. Infamous deer eating flower stories. Yeah. I mean, basically, it was like, all right, I went out and bought this spray because I couldn't find like netting, right? And yeah, so I bought the bottle of the stuff. I was like, okay, and got it working. But then I was like, man, this kind of smells. And like as I closed it up, I got some in my hand and like smelled my hand. I was like, oh, my hand really smells. I'm gonna have to like wash my hand. I walked back outside a little later, and like my entire carport just smells like it. I had to open the door of my car at one point, and I'm really worried that like my car is just gonna smell like deer repellent for a while. And I'm like, that's gonna be the one smell that sticks, isn't it? YouTube, well, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I really appreciate the subs. They help out a lot. Also, leaving likes on the stream helps a lot too. So thank you to everyone who's left a like. I really appreciate it. Before you go, have you guys seen Ligma stop by here? Yeah, actually, very recently. Like you started Sableye as a Halloween hunt, no avail, and now your viewers are forcing you to name it Reddit Gold when you get it. I imagine there's a story behind that. Yeah, I know. We did Drifloon. We did Duskull as our first Halloween hunt, and that took 20-something, or like 20-something hundred encounters. It was crazy. It went on for like 2 weeks. It's like, all right, well, we'll do Drifloon. There's no way it can be nearly as long, and here we are, quickly approaching 2,000 encounters on Drifloon. We stopped Drifloon yesterday on Halloween to do Pumpkaboo, and fortunately, Pumpkaboo actually shined on Halloween, so we were able to get more than one Halloween. No, it mustn't. I thought you could only respond with that if I said who is that, right? You've restrained yourself. I'm excellent. I see you later, Bigfootless. Thank you for tuning into the stream, and yeah, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. And Timmy Turtle, what's going on? Welcome. I feel like I have not said hello to you. Doing a shiny only run for Pokemon Wine. You have shiny Froakie. Nice. That's a long one, man. Did you actually do the soft resets for that? Deer Repellent, never heard of such a thing. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't really heard of it either. It makes sense. Again, I think it's just like, I genuinely think it's literally just something that smells like what like a wolf or a coyote or something would smell like, or like after it like found a deer. So I'm assuming it's kind of that, like it's a mix of like, these are plants taste bad, and this is the sign that you should not be here because you might die for the deer, and like between those two, in theory, they don't bite. I wanted to get something that was a bit more permanent than a spray. The spray is like a go out and spray like once a week or once a month kind of thing. But all the reviews for the other stuff at the store that were like hard, like stick in the ground repellent things, which are basically just the same thing but solid, basically said it's supposed to repel deer and rabbit, but the rabbits kept eating it. To which I was like, never mind, I'm not gonna get that one. Like, your repellent's really bad if the rabbits are just eating it. That, or you have some really hardcore rabbits. It's like, I'll show you what repels me. Also must be heading out to 8 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Your time. Gotta get up early tomorrow. Yeah, I see you later, J Flash. Thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, have a good night. Yeah, so that was the first time I'd actually heard of it as well, MT. Like, basically, I looked it up today because I was like, oh, well, I can't find, like, mesh. I couldn't find mesh that wasn't going to be, like, a giant cage around my front porch for the flowers. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that, which is kind of why I hadn't done it in the first place. It was like, because I saw stuff, but I didn't see, like, good netting. Or if I did see netting, it would be stuff I'd have to replace if the flowers started actually growing through said netting and getting eaten again. So yeah, I was like, all right, what else do we got? Like, what repels them? And it was like deer repellent. I was like, all right, it's just a bottle. Like, it's like a Windex bottle, right? Like, there's like a pump spray bottle, which is part of why it gets all over your hands. Your hand is right at the nozzle when it's spraying. And I was like, oh, I gotta go put this away. And then I almost put it in my storage shed. And that would have been a mistake. No ventilation. Rabbits are built like John Cena and The Rock. I mean, I'm not surprised that a rabbit would just give up. I honestly feel like deer are more skittish than rabbits, if I'm being completely real. I was gonna dress as the singing frog for Halloween, and you did you not? Come on, man. Already had 1,300 encounters from hordes and then like 60 soft resets? Oh, dang. Yeah, so we'll see how this does. Fortunately, like I said, the flowers that were planted were pansies. Despite pansy generally, despite what am I trying to say? Despite pansy generally being used as an insulting term as someone who is a wimp, pansies are one of the most just ridiculously resilient flower, and it's like, oh yeah, you can it can freeze, I'll come back. It can get way too hot, I'll come back. You can flood me, I'll come back. The only time that they might not come back is like if you let them dry out a little bit too much. So it's just like if they look rough, just water them heavily and you're fine, kind of deal. And even like I looked up like, do they if a deer eats these things, do they recover? Because they were eaten down to the dirt, and it's like, yeah, they'll come back. Like as long as there's a few leaves out of the ground, they'll come back. I was like, all right, well, let's protect those leaves. So yeah, hopefully they come back, because it was a little bit disappointing walking out on Sunday morning and seeing it and being like, dang it. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they do. It was more of an experiment than anything else. It's not like I removed something else that was like successfully growing from the planter to try this. I removed the stump of an old bush, and on the other one I removed some vines that had grown up and into the feeder from below the planter from below the planter. So I was like, all right, I don't feel bad removing this and putting some more soil on the top of this and going at it again, you know. I have no issue with this. Hopefully they end up planting well. If they don't, oh well, I try something again in the spring, you know. Spartan, what's going on? Welcome. How you doing today? Yeah, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. Because yeah, it's just been fun. Honestly, I've been really enjoying having a yard. As much as I feel like a lot of people generally like, oh, yard work's like the downside of having a yard, I have greatly enjoyed the concept of doing yard work. I've always enjoyed it to an extent. Like mowing a yard is just so satisfying to me, and like seeing it improve over time is really nice. So yeah, like I have no issue doing that kind of thing. So it's always kind of like funny when like, you know, I mention like, oh yeah, I like did this. My land's like, oh no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that. I'm like, if you don't have a problem with me doing it, like if you don't not want this done, then like, don't worry. You know, tell me if like, no, you shouldn't because for whatever reason you don't want something done here. But aside from that, I'm just gonna do it. And you know, they've been very happy to see the yard maintained. It's always been part of their leases, but like previous tenants just have not done it. I've just like ignored that part of the lease, and then like they saw me out there like 3 days after moving in, like edging the driveway and sweeping it off and like getting ready to mow the yard and stuff. Like, oh, you don't have to do that so often. I'm like, I want to. Just as Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, even got a big sword and was happy with it. Lumpy when you were cool. Friend was doing one also. You just got lucky. Yeah, that's awesome that you got it. People you ran into when you were in town, they recognize the character. A friend's Halloween party too. Cool. But yeah, so I've just been, with the art stuff, I've just been slowly removing like massive chunks of like weeds, or just like, one of the biggest things is there's a lot of pine trees and a lot of like mini pine trees. That's one of the big things, is the amount of the backyard that is just pine tree saplings. Not grass or like pine trees or bushes, but like just, I guess they are pine trees, but like they just look like weird weeds, and then like you try cutting them with a mower and it's a tree. So I've seen a lot of Squid Game outfits, you're not surprised. I was not surprised to see a lot of Squid Game stuff when I saw a lot of costumes and everything this past weekend. Yeah, it was just, it's very recognizable. It is relatively simple, especially in terms of the kind of costumes I was seeing. Yeah, a green tracksuit with some numbering on it, or a yellow hazmat suit with a 3D printed mask. Like, that's pretty easy in regards to a lot of what I was seeing. Ian the gardener. I'm trying. I was thinking it'd be really cool to like actually try to plant some like actual like garden stuff at some point, but before I do that, I need to figure out like how exactly to do that. And also, that's not something you plant going into the winter. That's something you plant in summer, or not in summer, but at the end of winter. Otherwise, everything's gonna die. So yeah, that's one of those things you either plant like early spring or early summer, depending on the plants and what you're trying to grow when you're trying to harvest it. Squid Game good though. No spoilers. We liked it. Oh yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, no spoilers. My opinion is, ending I think could have been a little bit better, and there was one episode where I did see some people pointed out, like, it felt off to me when I watched it, and I was like, okay. And then after watching the episode, someone pointed out something online about their thoughts of why they thought it was weird, and I agreed. But overall, the concept, fantastic. I definitely recommend a watch, even with what I said. It is a fantastic show, definitely worth a watch. Definitely didn't like the ending. Granted, someone did point out a little bit of something about it, and it's like, okay. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think it's like horrible. I don't think, like, it's like, when I first saw it, I was like, eh. But like, hearing a little bit more about it, I was like, okay, that makes sense. You know, I got it. It's like #1 on Netflix right now. Is it still #1? Because yeah, it's been #1 for like almost a month now at this point. Still is on Netflix right now. Got you. I mean, it was big, and I mean, I guess it's kind of one of those things where once it's been big this long, you got the holdouts being like, all right, I'll give it a watch, you know. Oh man. All right, but we are gonna wrap up the stream here soon, guys. For anyone who is just tuning in, I am quite sleepy. I am very tired right now, actually. So I'm gonna do one more encounter here and then wrap up. Yeah, so let's see what we got. No shiny, unfortunately. Let's see if we know anyone who's live. Oh dang! It doesn't look like any of the fellow shiny hunters are live. I know Nah, Beal goes live in like in less than 20 minutes, which is who I would have thought would have been live. Yes, ate too much. Oof! Oh no! Yeah. All right, guys. Let's do a raid. Let's do a really hype raid. Would love to see all you guys go and blow up this chat for me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Thank you for the like, anyone that subscribed. A big thank you to J Flash for the raid. I really appreciate that. That was really awesome. We're gonna keep the raid hype going. We're gonna keep the raid train going here. But yeah, guys, I'll be back on again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be a lot less tired. I think this is a one-day thing. We'll see. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you guys again soon. And until next time, take care.